Sorry. Uh, Good morning, everyone. Okay, before going to start our session, just could you please introduce yourself, your SAP experience, and what you are looking for? Of course, you are looking for EWM and anything else if you want to discuss. Okay, starts from Arun. Arun,
Hello?
how many years of experience
Yeah,
on the module?
I have experience in SAP MM 8 years. It is of experience in SAP MM.
8 years. 8 years. Great. Welcome, Arun. Kiran,
Yes, sir. I have no experience in SAP, but I have experience in the other ERP systems.
okay, no problem. Pawan, could you please? I think you are in driving. No problem. We'll talk to you later. Prem, Pawan?
Prem Kumar, not P-E-R-M, not P-R-E-M.
Yep.
Okay, I have around 6 years experience in SAP MM and WM.
Excellent. Sadik?
Yeah, first of all, good morning, Shiva. Good
Very
morning
good
to everyone. I have 8 years of experience as an web consultant, and in that, 2 years as an EWM technical consultant.
Wow. Okay. Overall 8 years, right?
Yes, overall 8 years.
Okay. Great. Definitely, this training is very much useful to you, Sadik. So we have so much demand on techno-functional consultants. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. And Vidya, could you please?
Hi, good morning, Shiva.
Good morning.
Yeah, I'm new to SAP.
Okay, fine. No issue. So when did you complete your graduation, Vidya?
No, actually, I have experience as a Java developer for 10 years. Then I took 2 years sabbatical, so then I'm joining back into SAP now.
Okay, fine. Where are you working and which company now?
I'm in it's a startup called Anand PAG.
Okay. So do you have SAP practice in your company?
Yeah, I just joined there for last 6 months, so it's like basically I'm new there. So
Okay, fine then. That will be the good.
Hey, hi. Hi, Shiva. Good morning.
Hi, very good morning. I hope it is Pawan, right?
Yes, Shiva. I've,
Yeah.
I've got a bad connection which is back in here, so I couldn't able to hear you guys, so I just went out of the session and came back. Coming to the things, yeah, I'm new to this SAP field. However, I got an experience in the ERP systems of level 0, level 1, and level 2, where I haven't got any much experience in the level 3. So I've worked on for 3.5 years as an MES expert. So I worked on G-POC plant applications.
All these are non-SAP products, right?
Yes, non-SAP products, but they give all the data to the SAP at the end. So.
No problem. That's fine. Welcome, Pawan. Okay. And
Yes, sure.
Actually, more 5-6 members have to join, and that's not a problem. They will join by tomorrow. Okay, and coming to my end. So this is Shiva, and I have 14 years experience in SAP warehouse management modules. So I worked on all SAP warehouse modules. Of course, I have experience in non-SAP warehouse modules also, like Wondersoft, Red Prairie, Artec. So these are famous warehouse and logistics softwares across the world, and even I worked them also. And coming to SAP WM modules, so I worked on from the beginning, that is lean warehouse management and centralized warehouse management. This is called warehouse management of ERP or ERP warehouse management, and it is also called as the classic warehouse management, and so on. And its next level is decentralized warehouse management, and then TRM is next level. So it's a full form is task and resource management. So this is also warehouse management software, in fact. So this is a pre-version of EWM. TRM is pre-version of EWM. In place of TRM, SAP introduced EWM. Okay. So and then EWM. So coming to EWM, again we have decentralized extended warehouse management and embedded extended warehouse management also. So both are there. And in DWM, I mean decentralized extended warehouse management, we have so many versions like 7.4, 7.1, 7.2, 7.3, and 9.0, 9.1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and at present 7 also available. So many versions are there in EWM, decentralized extended warehouse management. And here coming to embedded extended warehouse management, you can see 1609 and 1709, 1809, 1909, and at present 2020 also available. So we have these many versions in embedded extended warehouse management. So usually you can say decentralized extended warehouse management is a part of SCM, supply chain management, and embedded EWM is a part of S4 HANA. Is there any difference between decentralized extended warehouse management and S4 HANA EWM? Process wise, no difference. Only backend technical side, there is some difference. Okay, so we are not worrying about the process at all. So same process, everything is same. But here we required more interfaces, and here we required less interfaces. Interfaces are required in both the systems, but here it is more and it is less. Okay, so since we have 6-7 versions in decentralized extended warehouse management, and here we have 6 versions in embedded extended warehouse management. So overall 12 versions are there. So out of 12, which is the right one to learn, which one we have to choose, and which we are going to learn. That's the point. Here these versions is nothing but add-ons or some patchworks adding to the software year-wise. So it started in 2016 year and 9th month, and some patches added 2017 in the month of September. So every year in the month of September, EWM used to add some functionalities into the system. Those functionalities may or may not relevant to EWM. S4HANA will be taken care, ideally takes care of SD, MM, PP, QM and other modules as well as EWM. So this S4HANA is not meant for only EWM. It is for all the modules. So whatever patchworks or patches including into the software, that is comes under new version. And that's it. So upgradation or additional functionalities may add for transportation management, may add for APO, may add for some other module, right? So you are not worrying about this. And coming to EWM, they may add some patches or some additional functionalities each and every year if it requires. Okay, so what they added and what the latest version have, the concepts that we'll discuss once we have the bit knowledge on warehouse management, I mean extended warehouse management. Okay, this will cover and this will taken care at the end of the course. Okay, and first we have to learn decentralized extended warehouse management. This we have to learn first, and it will be covered also. Embed extended warehouse management also will be covered finally once it is completed. Decentralized extended warehouse management. Okay, because learning decentralized extended warehouse management is 100% course. So directly is not suggestible to learn S4HANA. So if you trained up in only embedded extended warehouse management, after completion of the training, if you get a job or if you get a project in decentralized extended warehouse management, so you may feel difficult to support the project or implement it. Okay, but once you complete decentralized extended warehouse management, if you get project for S4HANA, comfortably you can support it because all the topics, all the procedures and everything covers in DEWM. Then why do we need to learn this again? Of course, if you know the driving, if you are able to drive in Delhi, can we drive it in California? Of course we can, but we need to know the routes at least, right? So driving, so driving you are able to learn in decentralized extended warehouse management. But here we have to explore the routes, right? So without knowing route, it is difficult to drive it, right? Anyway, we have both the systems and we are going to learn both. So not to worry about that. Okay, then now we are going to start with decentralized extended warehouse management and the latest successful version 9.5. 9.5. So of course, latest version is 9.7, but it is not successful. Okay, so if you see the industry or all the companies who are implemented SAP from EWM, decentralized extended warehouse management, they implemented 9.5 version, and prior to this 9.1, 9.3 and 9.5. So this of course 9.0 also 9.4, 9.1, 9.3, 9.5. So these versions are successful versions. Major companies are implemented this. Okay, of course nowadays they are migrating from this decentralized DWM to S4HANA as well. Okay, right. This is about my experience as well as EWM relevant information. Okay, fine. What we are going to learn? What is it? So we are going to learn warehouse management. Okay, warehouse management So we joined the course for EWM, Extended Warehouse Management, and I said here warehouse management. Whether it is embedded extended warehouse management or embedded extended warehouse management or decentralized extended warehouse management, or if I say classic warehouse management or task and resource management, whatever I say, ultimately it is a warehouse management. Physically, warehouse is the same and different softwares can be used to implement it, right? So you can say finally it is a warehouse management. Okay, right. And here to learn this warehouse management, we required different modules also, and I'm going to train those modules as well, whatever it is required. It may require to learn some part of MM, some part of SD, some part of PP, some part of QM, and some part of other modules, whatever it is required like TM. And then we learn 100% of extended warehouse management. Okay, so it requires like that. Now let's see what is warehouse and what we are going to learn. So without knowing physically what happens in the warehouse and physically how warehouse look like, so we need to know it, right? And let's see and let's visit a warehouse by using YouTube. Just a moment. We try to understand what is warehouse management and how it look like and what functionalities are going on. Okay, this we are going to learn today. See here. So this is a physical warehouse. What you are seeing here from outside, this is a physical warehouse, and these are also some other buildings, same relevant to warehouse. So the total one is called a warehouse. Okay, maybe these are separate buildings, still it's considered a single warehouse. Okay, and we can take the subdivisions from the warehouse while defining or while creating this. Okay, this is a warehouse building and it is also a warehouse building. And you can see here it is a parking area. Of course, this parking area is using for personally. So these cars and belongs to employees, right? So in place of these cars, if trucks are parked, if you are using this parking area for parking of the trucks or vehicles or containers or transportation units, whatever it is, if it is a carrier, if you are using this parking area for this carriers, then it requires to implement in SAP. Okay, it comes under yard management. It comes under yard management. We are going to learn yard management as well. Okay, so how to park a truck here? Actually, before parking, so the truck has to enter in warehouse premises. So assume that here is the gate. Okay, so truck has to arrive or truck has to enter into our warehouse. Okay, before entering, what formalities the driver has to complete, and how SAP allows this truck into our warehouse premises. That's the part one. And it travels from here to here, and it will be parked into this. The carrier will be parked in parking area. Okay, so for this, one or two transactions required, and then uh, in a particular point of time, when the doors are available, when users are available to perform either loading or unloading process. That is on the activity, right? When truck comes, you may unload the product. If you receive stock from the supplier, you have to unload it. If you want to issue stock to the customer, then you have to load it. Okay, so to perform this unload or loading process, to perform unload or loading process, if users are available here and gates are available here to lock or to assign this truck to the door, then a message will send to the driver, and driver will lock or assign to the door, and then either loading or unloading process will happen. Okay, so these activities, whatever I said, how the truck enters into our warehouse premises, and how to park it, and where it is parked. Okay, the address you have to identify here, and how to assign this truck to the door, and how to perform loading or unloading process, and then the truck has come back to again parking area, and a verification will happen. Okay, a team of users will come to this location, to the truck, and they will check whether properly unloaded or not. If one or two units are remain in the truck or carrier, they will check it, and then if everything is satisfied, then they allow to from out I mean from warehouse. Okay, so truck will go out from the warehouse. Okay, so these activities we have to perform, and these activities I need to implement under yard management. Okay, this is part one. Okay, and we are not going to start with yard management. Yard management will be added uh, after some time. After some time means after a few days, once warehouse is implemented. Okay, right, let's see what next. So this is the way truck to assign to the door. Whatever you are seeing here, these are called the doors. Okay, and it comes to the door, either loading or unloading, whatever activity requests, that will be performed, and then the truck leaves from the door. This is inside of the warehouse. Okay, here you can make this into two parts. Okay, so whatever you are seeing here, inner side or inside, so this is inventory area, so where you store the product. Okay, and here this is a temporary area for goods receipt or goods issue. You can use this area, whatever it is. Okay, and you can assume that here the doors are available. Okay, so if unloading happens, so from truck to unload happens, and the stock will be placed here, and then system will decide where you have to place these goods or place these products into the warehouse. Is it required to place in this place or in this place or here, and where it is. We have so many bins, so many storage types, so many storage sections. Where do you want to place this stock? Okay, so that will be decided by warehouse process type. Okay, forget about terminology. System will tell you, or system will tell to the warehouse user where he has to place it. Okay, meanwhile the products will be placed here. Okay, and this is called the intermediate storage type, or you can say it is GR zone, goods receipt zone. If we are using this place for goods receipt, then it is called GR zone, goods receipt zone. If you are using this place, suppose 50% is for goods receipt and the remaining part is for goods issue. Okay, so if you are using this part for goods issue, then it is called GI zone, goods issue zone. So if you want to issue stock to the customer, first we have to pick the products from inventory area, and then you have to place here temporarily. When truck comes to the door, this stock will be loaded into the truck and it will move out. Okay, till truck comes to the door, assigns to the door or locks to the door, the stock will be placed here temporarily. Okay, so it is a temporary storage type, and it is also called as uh, intermediate storage type, and you can also call as zone or staging area. You can say GR staging area, you can say GR zone, you can say GA staging area, or you can say GA zone. Of course, business will give that description what you have to call it. Okay, and this you have to understand here. Okay, and come to next. See here, we have few things need to be observed. Number one, there is a device. Number two, there is a label. Number three, these are the products. Okay, so this is called handheld terminal, HHT, handheld terminal. Okay, so by using this device or tool, you can scan this label. Okay, here is the barcodes. Here it is. This is called handheld terminal, and this is called a label. And this label has the barcoding. So this barcode has the details of this product. Okay, so it tells what is this product, and you can see it's a pack. So inside the pack, how many products are there, and what is the quantity, what is the shelf life expiry date, are the details of the product. Okay, and here you can see packing information. So how this pack is, how this product is packed, and what is the packing material. So that information will given by this packing. Okay, so how to create this, that we are going to learn. And this is the product. Okay, and this is a device or a tool to scan these details. Okay, so we are going to learn how to use this handheld terminal and how to implement it into SAP as well. So that comes under RF process. We are going to learn it. Okay, going for next. So she is a warehouse user, and ideally, if you are into the project, either in support project or implementation project, you will have a contact with warehouse users, and you will have to receive mails, incidents, tickets, whatever they required assistance from you. Okay, so they will touch with you always, and they will ask you to create that, create this, and solve the solution, solve the some issues. So they will touch with you, and you have to work on. And she is a warehouse user, and we are going to create warehouse users as well, and it comes under resource management. We are going to learn resource management as well. Okay, right, next. Now see here, this is a rack and here you place the stock, and each part of this called a bin. Okay, we'll see it clearly later. And here what you have to understand, this is one rack and it is one rack, and this is called forklift. This forklift is traveling through this or in between these two racks. So in between these two racks there is a path, there is a way to travel or to pass a truck or a trolley or a forklift. Okay, and this way is called, as per EWM, aisle. We are going to define aisles as well in our training sessions. Okay, this is the one. Okay, now come to here. This is called a forklift, and we are going to define forklifts also. Forklift also, and it comes under resource management. Users and forklift also comes under resource management, and we are going to cover it. Okay, now come to here. It is a forklift and it carries product from one place to other place, from one bin to another bin, from one location to other location. Okay, within a warehouse, within warehouse premises that will be used. How it will be used? How a user assigned to a forklift and how he drives it, and that we are going to learn going forward. Okay, and these are racks and we will discuss about this a bit later. So this is a broad view of warehouse management, internal or inside of the warehouse. As I said, this area have to consider as temporary zone or staging area or interim storage types. Okay, so this area will be used to maintain stock temporarily after unloading the process, after unloading the goods or before loading the goods. So temporarily you will place it, and you can see here this is actually inventory area. So here you have to maintain stocks. Okay, once you unload the stocks, once you receive the stocks, you have to maintain into this area. Okay, of course we may call this a storage types, sections and bins. What is storage type, what is section, what is bin, and what all these terminologies we are going to learn. Anyway, here you have to understand, first stock comes to GR area and then it will be placed in a systematic way in this inventory area. So what is this inventory area, how to define it, and what is this temporary area or staging area, how to define it, that we are going to learn in our course. Let's see next. So see, forklifts are running like this, and you understand it is a handheld terminal or RF device, or you can say gun, RF gun. So usually warehouse people call this a RF gun. Okay, so RF gun, by using this you can read the data of the product. Similarly, what you have to read, the data is appearing on the screen. Here it is. Okay, so how to define the screen, this RF device screen, that also you are going to learn, and which comes under RF process. As I said, it is a forklift, and this forklift is used for to carry the products and he is the user. Okay, so he carries the stock by using this forklift, and we are going to define users, and we are going to define forklifts, and we are going to define these products, as well as see it's a packed with a wrapper. That comes under packing procedure, comes under handling unit management, that also we are going to learn. Now see here, the stocks are moving on this belt, correct? This belt is called conveyor belt. So we are going to define conveyor belt also. Okay. So this, how to define this? This comes under LOSC process. So LOSC process means layout oriented storage control. Okay. So we are going to implement these conveyor belts also. Okay. It is called a packing center. Okay. So we create this as a work center in our warehouse. We require different types of work centers in warehouse for packing, for unpacking, for value-added services, for the deconsolidations, and for quality inspection. Like this, we require different activities, and we require different work centers as well. And we are going to learn or defining all these work centers into our training session. Okay, this is a work center, and packing procedure and a packing happens here, and which is a part of our training. Observe it, how stocks are moving and within a warehouse. This is a warehouse layout. Okay, at the time of implementation, you can receive this kind of layout, and by seeing this, see how to implement your warehouse. So how warehouse will look alike, and how many sections, divisions, storage types, bins. So whatever it is, that information you'll get through Excel as well as by using layout. Actually here, these people are using this for route management within a warehouse. How these forklifts are running and where it is. So they can identify forklift where it is within our warehouse, and how it has to travel from one place to other place. So route will be determined, and this you can see here. Okay, so this is implemented by DHL. Anyway, so this is called a heat map, and you can consider this part is one rack, and it is one rack, and it is one rack, and you can see the small parts are called storage bins. Okay, so here you can see the bins, and here you can see the racks and all. Okay, this is heat map, or simply you can say a warehouse map, or you can say a warehouse layout as well. Okay, ideally, if you understand this layout, particularly at the time of implementation, if user says my stock is stuck at somewhere in this, you can understand what is the location, what type of storage type, and what activities need to be performed to execute it. So those things you will come to know. Okay, and this heat map or this warehouse layout can be used for the implementation as well. So you understand that it is a rack, and it is a rack, and these are rack numbers, and going forward you can see bin numbers as well, and this each part, see it's a division, right? This is a bin, and like this you can see continuously few bins and as well as the upper part also. So these are the bins, and the bins are located in a rack, and there are two racks. In between that there is a path to travel, to move a forklift or a trolley or a user from one place to other place. Okay, so these are all we required to define in warehouse management, and this is what we are going to learn as well. See, exact picture. So this is a rack, and here all these are bins, and it is the rack, and all these are bins, and this is a way to move from one place to other place. To pick the stock or to place the stock, user has to travel to this, and it is called aisle. Okay, so this is the picture. So we know that this is a packing center or packing work center, and here packing will happen, and these are the users. You know that it is a carrier, or you can say transportation unit, or you can say a vehicle, or in place of that you can see the lorries or trucks, trails, tractors to carry the product. Okay, so we need to define them as well. So this is the warehouse which you can understand. This is what we are going to implement, and this is what we are going to learn. Okay, so this is about warehouse, and just now we visited a warehouse, how it looked like, and what we are going to learn, and what we are going to implement. Okay, I hope you understand this. Now it's your part. So if you have any question, I will try to answer based on this. Any questions? No question?
Oh, hi, Shiva.
Yeah, hi.
Kevin here. So, coming to the warehouse where we have the supply, that is like the in stock, the inbound stock, and the outbound stock as well. And along with it, you have the material management too, right? Like handling and the finished product too. So that is outbound stock. So these are the things that are generally handled in the warehouse. Or apart from these, are there something like, I would say an example, utilities, where like uh, some of the materials that the equipment needs, like downtime equipment. So, do we keep these items as well in the warehouse?
Yeah, we are going to learn inbound deliveries and outbound deliveries and internal warehouse process. So whatever you mentioned now, all those comes under this inbound delivery and outbound delivery and internal warehouse process, and that we are going to learn. Yeah. So
Okay,
these are
okay.
the
That
different
sounds good.
terminologies we are using in warehouse management. I didn't use any technical term or terminology here. So just I shown a physical warehouse. While you are going to implement a warehouse, you have to visit the warehouse. So by seeing the warehouse, how it look like, that I have shown, and what we are going to implement, that also shown on this video. Okay. Yes. Whatever you mentioned, the
Okay,
terms, all those things we are going to cover in our training. That's true.
okay, okay. That sounds good.
Okay. Any other question from anyone? No questions. So guys, we need to take 2-3 sessions to understand the warehouse. Once we understand the warehouse, and then we'll jump into SAP configurations. Okay, we must know what is a warehouse physically, how it look like, and for every process we are going to learn, as Pawan mentioned, inbound deliveries, outbound deliveries, and internal warehouse process. If you take inbound delivery, we have several activities here, that is unloading and deconsolidation, packing, repacking, quality inspection, etc. So many activities we are going to include into it. Okay, so whatever business required, whatever client required, so all those activities need to be implemented here. So may use different terminologies in different softwares. Here also we are using the specific terminologies and different activities we are going to implement into this project. I mean, in our training. So we are going to see it. Okay, so that's it for the day, and tomorrow again I will meet the same time and we will discuss on warehouse management, and then by day after tomorrow we can start configurations as well, hopefully. Okay, so every day I'll show you a video what process is going on. For example, inbound delivery, how the stock will be unloaded and how stock appears in a GR zone, and how the stock move to GR zone to internal storage tank. That is called inventory area or storage type, sections and bins and so on, right? So if I say just like that now, you may not understand. So everything will be explained by a picture, everything will be explained by a demo, and everything will be configured, and finally we run test cases, executions. Okay, so what is the business expectation and what client or business required a particular activity, that will be explained, that will be explained by pictures, that will be explained by drawings, that will be explained by theoretically, and that will be explained a demo session, and then we are going to configure the same process and I will show you the result. Okay, so this is the way of learning. That's the reason we have to take around 3 to 4 months time to learn warehouse management, and I am spending the time for you all. Okay, and that's it from my end for the day. If you have any question, I'll try to answer it. So if not,
Yeah, Shiva, this is Sadak.
yeah, Sadak.
So for S4HANA, how much time we are going to spend in these 3-4 months?
It requires around 15 days because everything we are going to learn in a decentralized extended warehouse management, and then I'll show you how to do this in EWM S4HANA. So just like that, you can configure and you can practice on that. That's not at all an issue. Only minor modifications are required that you are going to see it.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Shiva, I have a question.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, is it like daily? It will be like 1 hour session, or how it's going to be?
Exactly. Daily on our session, Monday to Friday, morning 6:30 to 7:30.
Okay, fine. Okay, thanks.
Okay. Okay, then see you tomorrow, same time. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, thank you, Shiva.
Thank you.
Thank you,
for
Shiva.
your
Thank
time.
you for time.
Thank you, Shiva.
Thank you.